I see you, Paul. Listen, I don't know if it's possible to find a person who is not an MJ fan. Like, legit. And that's MJ before MJ. You know what I mean? I mean, there are fans. I mean, and I know that there are levels to it. Don't get me wrong. You got the marginal fans, then you got the absolute fanatical fans, then you got the ones that pass out when they see him walk by. That was the first time I'd ever witnessed anything. And it wasn't up close and personal. I never got the pleasure of seeing Michael perform live. I do remember, man. This was my dude. Y'all remember the cartoons, the Jackson 5 cartoons? We got to see us with afros, y'all. Let's get it. Grand Rising, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday. It's a Flashback Friday. No agenda, only vibes kind of morning. Christine, Grand Rising. How was your evening, mama?
Good morning. Good morning. I had a good evening. Very productive evening. Yeah, it was busy. Had a lot.
You're a little low over there on your microphone. Yeah, now you're low. I don't know what's going on.
How about now?
You came in. Get better, a little bit more. Give me a little bit more.
A little bit more. How about
there
now?
We go. There we go.
See, I was hot first. Now I'm
you
low.
Came in hot. Now you're low. What's going on?
I'm gonna blame Clubhouse.
Hey, that's a good place to. That's a good place to lay the blame for sure.
Yeah, because they trip sometimes. But I love y'all, Clubhouse. I had a great evening, very productive evening in the studio. My daughter is back from Ailey, so she taught last night. So I was excited to see her do her thing on a different level. Exciting that the ladies, the dancers were excited to see her as well. So good, productive evening. Frank showed up yesterday, but not for the parents. It was just for the kids. I mean, not for the kids, for the parents. Because yeah, they on some different stuff right now too. Because everybody think their baby a star. I'm gonna go on mute.
Ooh. Speaking of babies being stars, this one right here was the baby of the family, and she was absolutely a superstar. Y'all remember Penny on Good Times? Boy, I saw Janet on an interview recently. I think it was a late night talk show or something. And I just started smiling because Penny has grown all of, like, it was like, that's Penny. I don't care what you say, Janet. Grand Rising, great morning, everybody. Let me go to the chats. If you guys are just pulling up, do me a huge favor and put in the chat, what is the temperature, city, state, city, country that you're living in? Paul is tuning in live from Greeley, Colorado. Let's go. What's the temperature like in Greeley, my friend? Sheepers, that just sounds cold. I love it. I love it. Appreciate you sharing it out, Paul. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can call me Miss Jackson. Cherie, Grand Rising. This one, are you channeling a little Miss Jackson this morning?
No.
You're not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not awake yet. Not awake yet.
I couldn't tell.
Not quite there yet. Good morning, morning show. Good morning, everybody joining us live. Yeah, it's Friday. Yay! It's been a long week. It's a short week, but it's been a long week. Yeah, so I had a very productive day yesterday. Yeah, stuff is moving.
Yeah, man.
Happening over here.
So I just posted a video, Cherie, the one last night where you were being very disrespectful yesterday to me. And I captured it for the entire world to see. If you guys haven't tuned in to my Instagram this morning, probably about 45 minutes ago, I put her business in the street. Cherie is being really disrespectful to your boy over here, y'all. And I'm just telling you, it ain't right. It's not.
You are too attached to things, sir.
It's not right. But Valita, but they're my things. You understand me?
Now you sounding like somebody else. I'm not gonna say who.
Oh snap.
So yeah.
Oh snap. I love it. I absolutely the violence. I'm here.
Attachment to things.
I'm here for it. Leave my things alone. Paula is on my team. If you on the leave my things alone team, put me in the chat. That's my stuff. sounding like our granddaughter is starting to learn words. And it's funny, the first words that they learn, mine. Like, she said, you starting to sound like somebody else. I love it. For those of you guys who are tuning in by way of YouTube or Facebook, can y'all drop a comment in the chat just to let us know that you're there? Great morning, Grand Rising. Say hey, boo. Say something. Just thumbs up. Throw me an emoji. Do something. Hey, let's get it. All right, this is what I want to do. Start off. I want you guys to tell me how old you are without telling me how old you are. Let's see if we can't get that going. Tell me how old you are without telling me how old you are. Put it in the chat. Let's start off this no agenda, only vibes kind of corporate experience today.
You asked people how old they were?
I asked people how old were they without telling me your age.
Oh.
See, I'm already telling you my age when I can say that the Jackson 5 cartoon, I remember watching it every week. I'm telling you how old I am without telling you my age. I am a Twix is the new candy. Yeah. Y'all remember when Twix came out? Listen, that's a great example. Listen, I need y'all to hear it. Come on, Jennifer's in the building. Grand Rising, Jen. I hope you're doing good, girl. I know you got a lot of moving parts over there. Let's go. As you're pulling up on and getting in the room this morning, y'all, I need y'all to do me a huge favor. I need you to tell me how old you are without telling me your age. I'm already telling you. I'm telling you. How old are you? What do you remember? And I'm gonna narrow it down. Let's talk about the high school version of you. I got the turtles thinking. Y'all should see Christine and Cherie on KBC and TV. They like shaking their heads like Coach.
No, it's you changing the rules after I already put in the chat. Like, that's not high school me.
Oh, snap.
Right. We just talked about this yesterday.
Oh, see how I do, Jen?
Here we go. See, that's what happened when y'all don't talk back to me and y'all let me just, y'all don't jump in. This is double Dutch, Jen. You got to get in. You got to.
Wait a minute. You need your flamingos, okay? Because you know when you give us something, we have to process it. I was over here processing like,
Wait, what? I absolutely love it. Paul said, oh, the high school me. Okay, Valida, I see you. I love eating candy dots. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love listening to SWV. I love it. That's the high school version of you. Come on, Valida Jenkins. I love it. Hey, let's get it. Come on, Cherie. Girls just want to have fun. When you was in high school, was girls even allowed to have fun, Cherie, or were you breaking all the rules?
I did break some rules, but that's not the point here, sir.
Let's go. So, guys, for those of you that may be, let me get my words right, new to the room, on Fridays, we talk very little business. Just think of an entrepreneur, a business owner, even a ministry leader who works really hard all week, right? And they just need a day. You need it could be a mental health day, but you need some time to unwind. You need some time to let your head down and just chill out. That's Fridays for us. So I just want you to think of Friday mornings as a day party, kind of getting you excited for the weekend. And I know as entrepreneurs, there are no weekends. Every day is the same day, whether it's a holiday or not. You're always launching or nurturing or doing stuff. But do you have any days where you just kind of take some time? Well, if you don't, Fridays is that day for you. Come hang out with us. Let's. Yeah, SWV. Speaking of SWV. Yeah, man. Right here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, hey. It's 7:06, 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Great to have everybody in the room. Chris just pulled up. Hey, Chris, I'm letting everybody know. I'm asking everybody, tell us how old you are without telling us your age. And I'm particularly wanting to know the high school version of you. So we're going to drop it in the chat. So we'll let everybody know it's the high school version of you. How do you tell us what high school you went to, or what, the years you were in high school without telling us what those years were? For me, it was 1980 to 1984. I will give you my block of time. So when you hear me play music, you generally going to hear it favored, towards old school hip hop, R&B, gospel, that kind of stuff. That's just who I am. I'm sorry. You want anything else, you have to go somewhere else. SSWV. Let's get it. Hey, Chris, you in a place where you can chop it up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you feeling? What pray tell does the road have for us this weekend, Chris?
I actually am not too far from you. I'm actually in the 757 this weekend.
Uh-oh. Chris, don't threaten me with a good time. You in the 757? How long are you gonna be here, man?
I'll be here till Sunday night.
Sheree, I feel maybe like at least some coffee and donuts or breakfast or a lunch. What's the event, Chris?
Where am I at? The Hampton Convention Center doing a popcorn pop-up joint.
Oh snap. I was thinking we was getting ready to get front row tickets to some major event, Sheree, that Chris.
Maybe next time it'll be something like that.
I don't know if I'm trying to come to the popcorn joint. I might not leave. Let's go. Hampton Coliseum is in the building. Now, let me tell y'all something. The Hampton Coliseum, many of you guys may know, it's really famous for its jazz fests. I remember we were touring a stage play, producing and promoting a stage play that we were taking all over the country. And I came down from the DC area to kind of do a walkthrough because we were considering doing the show at the Hampton Coliseum. Well, if you've never been in there while it's empty, it is daunting. It's about a 10,000 seat venue and the ceilings go to the heavens. It's like they don't stop. And so I was sitting here thinking to myself, what in the world is going on? When we got back, we had the contracts and we were talking about doing it. And then 9/11 happened. Yep, the next day. And needless to say, we didn't go back to Hampton Coliseum, at least not right away. But yeah, Hampton Coliseum holds many memories, and now we live 30 minutes from there, so that's a whole thing. Famous venues in the city that you live in, put it in the chat. Famous venues that carry a lot of cultural relevance, put it in the chat. Let's go. Famous venues. And then what I want to do is I want to go to who did you see there? Why was it famous? I'm thinking about DC. I can't help but to think about the Cap Center. I'm telling you right now, the Capitol Center, you may have seen somebody like this guy. Yeah, you might have. If we're going to take it up to the nation's capital, DC is in the place to be. Famous venue might have been the Capitol Center back in the day. It's not there anymore. But yeah, you may have seen this guy. Shout out to the Godfather, Go-Go.
Keep what you got until you get what you need, y'all. You got to give a lot just to get what you need.
The coach.
You said what now?
I said I was at the Cap Center. I didn't see him at the Cap Center. I saw him on the street.
Snap.
That's just how we roll in DC. But I went to the Cap Center. Went to see Jodeci. But my most memorable moment was my husband and his brothers actually opened up for Mary J. Blige at the Cap Center. So I was there and I had great seats. So there's that.
I absolutely love it.
I went to the
that.
Carter Barron. That's in.
Oh yeah. The Carter Barron.
Carter Barron, and we saw Janet Jackson. We had her on earlier, so
Yeah,
saw her.
yeah.
I was actually pregnant with my second son, and we were sitting on the lawn, but we made it to the front row or the second row because I was
Bless.
pregnant. They were giving away tickets, and it was like, oh, she's pregnant. Let's give her a seat so she's not sitting on the grass.
That part. You just got all kind of treatment.
Yep. So those are my memorable moments.
Listen. I'm gonna go to the chat. Famous venues in the city that you grew up in. But before I do that, let me go back. I had asked people to tell us how old they were without telling us their age, and particularly like kind of leaning into the high school version of you. And Valita said SWV. She's telling her age. Cherie said girls just want to have fun. Paul said I am Tony in high school. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, that was a whole vibe.
Play this record as frequently as possible. Then, as it becomes easier for you, play the record once a day or as needed.
Y'all, that was during the era where, I mean, this new jack swing music type genre was a thing. Like pop culture had blew up. You talking about Martin, you talking about, that's when your girl, what was the spinoff of the Cosby Show? Different World. Y'all remember when Tony was on Different World? Like, it was a whole thing. I love it, Paul. I love it, brother. Darush says that a Walkman was the latest technology. He telling us how old he was in high school. Let's go. Y'all remember when the Walkman went to the Discman? It went from radios and just you listening to music on the Walkman and playing a cassette. And then I remember when they came out with the Sony Discman. That thing was serious. You could put a CD in that junk. I love it. Paul, you better get out of here. We had Curtis Blow come to our church one year. We used to do a thing at church, and y'all probably have heard me talk about, like, what church brings Curtis Blow? The church that does Hip Hop Sunday every fifth Sunday of the year. So every fifth Sunday of the
month, you said, of the year.
Okay, so there are 4 fifth Sundays in a calendar year. Okay? Yeah, there are 4. Yeah. So in that, thank you, Cherie. In that, we brought a hip-hop artist. Now, you had to be careful because this was church. So how do you get away with that? You bring old school artists who, quite frankly, they wasn't cussing back then. And they so old, they cheat. But because our congregation was a congregation of, we grew up on that music. So it's like, bruh, who not coming to church when you can wear your jersey on a Sunday morning, right? Representing some old school. Look, every fifth Sunday, Curtis Blow came through, and he, for those that don't know, he does gospel music and the whole 9 yards now, and it was just such an experience, man. It was like, that's really Curtis Blow. Yeah, it was a whole thing. We was different. Definitely a different church. Somebody say, I'm going to a church like that. I love it. Nobody's tuning in or chiming in on YouTube. I don't see anybody yet. We got anybody, Cherie? No? Okay. YouTube is silent. No worry. First CD I sold was Nelly Country Grammar. Chris, you got to tell us the story behind that. Come on, Chris.
So Paul down here repping Flavor Flav. I'm sorry. I just had to throw that in there real quick.
Oh, snap. We coming back to Flavor Flav. Come on, Chris.
Man, so when I was in high school, CD burners was not, they weren't cheap yet. They were still, $300. You had to buy an extra. So I went to a school with some affluent kids, I'll say. And so they would sell the Nelly CD wholesale $5. I would flip them for $7 to all my friends.
Wow, out there hustling. Remember when burning CDs was flat illegal? It just wasn't even like it. You was not, like, you was absolutely taking something from somewhere, and folks would be like, I don't know if I feel right taking this, but how much is it? Y'all remember the man that came in the barbershop? CDs, DVDs, CDs, DVDs. It's a Flashback Friday. No agenda, only vibe kind of a day. Absolutely having a good time, guys. If you are having a ball this Friday morning, put me in the chat. If we're helping you get some energy this morning, maybe you had a lot of week in your week, put me in the chat. If you're in the room and you want to let us know, tell us your age without telling us your age. Talking about the high school version of you, Cherie. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Earth, Wind, and Fire? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Who knows something about that earth? The elements. Who knows something about them elements? Let's. Hey.
Jennifer talking about what's your pager number?
Y'all remember the different pager codes? Like 411 meant just information, and then you and then you got. I mean, it was just all kinds of stuff, boy. You
then you gotta give people their own little code when they paid you. They have their own little code they put behind the number.
That part right
Sean
there,
and I
Jen.
still have a code, and we still use it today.
Oh,
Just
26
saying.
years in, still
Yeah,
using
yeah.
codes. I love it. I love it.
Coach.
Go ahead. Come on, Jen.
So this is a funny topic because my brother just sent me a reel from it's a commercial from the very first cell phone. The big one, the Motorola one that had the pack to it. And you had to carry it around. I'm gonna put it in the back channel for those of you who want to see it. You gotta look at my
PTR
Instagram
that
story.
joint if you can. Come on. Listen. Y'all remember when only drug dealers carried cell phones? Drug dealers and real business.
Hey, I want
Real-
to
And real business. Real business.
and spoil
and-
kids. And
Look,
spoil
and
kids.
real business. Listen. I remember, Jen, you can relate to this. Being on a construction site back when I got out of the Army, I went to work for an environmental engineering consulting firm. And what we would do is we would do testing, soils, concrete, steel, that kind of stuff. We'd, test the structural soundness of it, right? And so we'd be out on these job sites, and only the contractors had cell phones. So they would have, but see, you could tell how much money the contractor was really making based on the kind of phone so you had the ones that had the phone that was fixed in the car. And then you had the ones that had it fixed in the car and they could pick that joint up and take it out with them. And then you had the ones that had all of them. And then they also had the latest flip joint that came out their pocket. It was like, you don't need 3 phones. You just low key flexing because ain't nobody got none. But yeah, that's when real businessmen, like for show. Other than that, when you saw them Jones in the street, you was like, he's selling something, all right.
I know that this
They doing something. I don't know what they doing. I love it. Jamal said, look, the clear pages. Oh my gosh, y'all remember when they came out with the clear pages and you could see through them? I love it, Jamal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all, this is a vibe right here. Oh my gosh, Chris. No, you did. Chris, I never had a 2-way. That was a thing like a lot of music artists had those, I noticed. Did anybody ever have a 2-way? Do you know the little 2-way pages? I mean, it was I don't know, it was like Nextel before Nextel. It was just between you and that person.
Yes.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm starting to wonder what kind of business Jen's family really was.
Right.
Which was running construction. Cut it.
That was just a front.
I was thinking it, but you said it. I love it.
That was an imports, exports.
It was, boy. We have some cartel money running up in here right now.
Listen. I'm telling you, man, this thing was crazy. It was crazy. Again, guys, if you're just pulling up, welcome to the room. Just wanted y'all to chime in. Let us know. Tell us how old you are without telling us your age. Put it in the chat. What else we got in there real good, Sheree? You see anything?
Well, Chris was talking about the Motorola. So, Paul, we're going to have a conversation.
Uh-oh.
Because He's talking about burning StarTAC flip phone after high school hustler.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Hmm.
Oh snap, Paul. Paul, I don't know what the statute of limitations are, sir, but you may want to be careful, my friend, because you know this whole streaming stuff. I'm not sure who's listening. He already told us, you know, Clubhouse be having their listeners in rooms. So I love it. Anybody else?
Remember when you used to call to get the weather?
Oh my
You would call
gosh!
the number
What
to
was
get
the number?
What was it?
What was the number to the weather? Y'all remember that? 939-411. There was a number you could call to get the time, and there was a number you could call to get the weather. Who remembers that? Put me in the chat.
And you actually could call an operator to get assistance.
Operator assistance, how may I help you?
No diggity, no doubt.
I love it. Dr. Annette West says, I remember. Dom says, just the fact that you remember phone numbers is telling your age. That part. Let's go.
It's going down, face of black sheep. The homies got at me, collab creations.
Great morning, everybody. Grand Rising. It is a Friday, Feel Good Friday, Flashback Friday, Corporate Friday, where entrepreneurs, business owners, and even ministry leaders come and let their hair down just a little bit, get it all laid out and just chilled out before the weekend starts. Hey, listen, I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all are lighting this chat situation up. I can't keep up. So, I can't keep up.
Hey, Coach.
Come on, Chris.
Hey, Jen put, who remembers the landline number? I remember DJing, and I didn't even remember my wife's cell phone number. I lost my cell phone. The only person I can call at 3 o'clock in the morning was my dad on the house phone because that was the only number I can remember. I'm like, can you call to me and tell her cancel my phone? Because I don't know the number.
That is horrible. How many of y'all even still have landlines? Put it in the chat. Put me in the chat if you still have a landline. Rocky, we cutting up over here. And speaking of cutting up, I saw a quick picture of that Unilex with her new shoes on, and she out there showing out in these streets, Rocky.
Do you like that? You know,
she in these streets acting up.
I fought against chrome rims for the longest time, Coach. I thought they would be ugly. I still don't like them, honestly, but everyone loves it. I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm a fan. I got chrome rims on my truck, but them Jones on your thing look. There's some set it off stuff going on over there. I said, let me find out. And then you got the Goldilocks twisted up, and I said, I got off of your page real fast because I found myself going to look for my gun. I was like, where's my gun? Where's my gun? Because I can see something is about to go down.
Yeah, I got these, and I don't know, Christine, I mean, she has locks, but have any of you, Cherie or Jen, heard of the bubble braids? That's what I got for the first time. They're called bubble braids, Coach.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of them. Yeah.
See,
I didn't hear about them, and then I heard about them, and I'm like, yep, I'm trying that next. And I added some color.
Got to add the color. Got to add a little color. We cannot have no bland, plain bubble braids up in here. That is not happening. I love it. It's a no for me. Look, Rock, we just hanging out, y'all. Today is a Friday, cutting up. Rocky, can you tell us something about the high school, Rocky, without telling us what years you were in high school, without telling us the physical years? Anything. We're putting that in the chat for those of you guys that are pulling up. Tell your age without telling your age. Let's go.
About high school?
Yeah.
The wind up vending machines.
Ooh.
Where you had to put the quarter in and twist the knob.
I remember those. Yep.
And the soda machine.
Y'all remember when they put them in the cafeterias? I remember that. Yep. Yeah, the lunch ladies was looking at them vending machines side-eye like, but what we gonna do though?
How about the lead paint peeling off the wall?
Oh snap! Listen, there's still some lead paint, unfortunately. Lord Jesus. Where y'all at? Come on, talk to me. Put it in the chat. Great morning, Grand Rising, everybody. No, you didn't, Chris. Fruitopia? Oh my God. I think that they had like 25 flavors. Your high school is retired, Dr. West? My high school is retired, 1979. I'm not sure I know what retiring a high school means. I'm not sure. Is that a
That's when
thing?
they close it down. They retire it.
Oh. I didn't know that they called it that. Well, they tried to do that to our old high school, but the alumni wouldn't let them do it. Yeah, they tried to change the name of it or something. And I remember it was like a whole uproar. These people was not playing. Oh my God, Paul.
Cynthia, did you see Chris Cynthia talking about the party lines? Y'all remember the party lines?
Oh, don't get me started.
Does anybody
Don't get me
remember
started.
that?
I remember the party lines. You are dating yourself, ma'am. You are absolutely dating yourself. How many of y'all remember them party lines? Listen.
Is that when you randomly called someone to try to hang out?
Nah, that was when
It wasn't random.
No, it was when you could get a bunch of people on one call, and it's like, I don't know, it was like a random kind of it would be group text today, I think, almost. I don't know. If I could characterize
doing like
it.
a group call now where you would bring people in, but you didn't have to bring them in that way.
Yeah,
you can do it on your cell phone now.
Chris, you laughing at me because I told on myself.
I'm laughing because it's before us, Rocky. We don't know nothing about that. We don't know about that.
Right.
All right, Chris.
Chris, you hear Chris with the violence? You hear?
I do remember the three-way people in.
Yes, I did.
Three-way with the VTech phones, with the VTech cordless.
Listen. No, ain't nobody. Look, that was
I used to
later.
set people up with a three-way call. Y'all,
No, we were doing them on
landline.
landline.
Chris.
We talking about on landline.
Dang. Chris coming through with violence.
Chris, you are. You
I was going to buy you lunch, Chris, tomorrow. Don't forget. Maybe we ought to do a quick meetup, Rocky.
Wait a minute. Chris is in Virginia too?
Chris just came to the 757. You're finding out now, Rocky. So no violence.
We just found out too.
We just found out 5 minutes ago when he came into the room before you did. Yeah.
They did, Rocky. So it's Chris' fault.
Jennifer is verifying the fact.
Yeah, because I don't want Rocky to go in, but yes, it's Chris' fault.
Listen. Kurt the Connector's in the building. When Yahoo had a chat and Black Planet was popping. Come on now. All right.
No, the AOL chat.
He's moving
I was going to say AOL.
the needle.
The internet, when it used to do that.
It's the sound effects for me, Sheree. It's the sound effects.
Yo, what about, he said Black Planet. What about those the original emojis? The original little GIFs you try to get on your screen for Black Planet?
Lord Jesus. Yeah, Black Planet, when they advertise it on TV, always looked like a porn site to me. The way they came. Yeah. No, if you think about the commercials for Black Planet,
sketchy. It did look sketchy.
It's like, what is that? Do I really want to be able here? Meet up with your favorite singles. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I was in the
And then they incorporated pets where you could own people. Were y'all there?
I don't remember
pets?
that. No,
Chris, do you remember Pets on Black Planet?
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Dang, that's throwback.
Yeah, you used to could buy people and their worth would be detected.
We were grown then. We were in the work. We were in the workforce.
We were working real jobs by then.
Sheree, we weren't.
I'm pretty sure that was middle school.
I was not playing on Black Planet.
Right. We were playing with fake money. They were playing with real money.
Chris said, I'm pretty sure we were in middle school.
So the first internet provider. Anybody remember who the first was? It wasn't that Zero? Well, who was the first one? The dial-up internet. Dial-up internet. Dial-up internet.
Oh my goodness, Sheree. It had to be AOL, I'm thinking.
I don't even remember. I thought it was AOL.
I think it was AOL. Yeah.
You got mail.
I still have an AOL account.
Kurt, what?
I do, Sheree.
Oh, snap.
That was okay, whatever, y'all.
Okay, so is it still free?
Oh yeah, it's still free.
Still free.
Okay.
But it's like it's for junk.
Run that back,
Christine. Coach Glenn, to catch you up, Christine still has an AOL account.
Not to catch him up.
Are you kidding me? Is that what she just said?
I do. I
didn't
have
hear
an
what she just
AOL
said.
account, but I use it like, when you go to the store to ask for your email, it's junk mail.
Wow.
But I still have an AOL account.
I didn't know that AOL still was active.
Who still has a Hotmail account?
Oh no,
I
not
never had one of
Hotmail.
those.
Help me.
Yeah, that was Microsoft. Yes.
There are a lot of people that have a Hotmail account.
Yeah,
And
I see that
AOL,
often.
and
Be like,
try to
really?
use it.
And Yahoo.
Wow. So Tessie said, I have two, Christine, and it's still free. Help me, Jesus.
Thank you, Tessie. They was trying to
And
think
what
of
do
me.
they? What else? What do they do now though? Because it's like they. How are they still in business? I mean, what?
What do you
What
mean?
She said, how do they make
It's an
money?
email service.
I know, but somebody
Is
created
the chat still there?
I mean, what?
I don't know. I don't use it. I use it for junk mail. It's an app on my
that's
phone.
that's
They
a third
did come
time she
up.
said,
Christine
I
still
use
has
it for-
dial-up, y'all.
All right, Rocky. Rocky got look. All right, look. I told him before the show I have no filter until June 25th.
Frank is in the room, right?
Frank
So
is in
what-
the room, right?
Frank is
You
here.
said
to-
yesterday you
I'm
were going to
setting
meet
up.
Frank.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
had to
'cause
deal
you
with
might-
folks being interesting yesterday, and it's spilled over till today. So
Oh, snap. When Shamar Moore hosted Soul Train. Wow. I was mad about that, Kurt, because I grew up in the Don Cornelius era. And as far as I'm concerned, when he went away, so should have the show.
I agree.
There are some cultural icons that you should just not try to redo it. I don't care what nobody say. Call me the old man in the room. You kidding me? Yeah. And here's the crazy thing. Here's how you know that that's true. Rarely do you see an iconic thing redone and the redo is bigger than the original. Rarely. I don't care. I don't care what industry, what genre, like if you compare the momentum, you compare the impact, you compare even the revenue in some cases, I would challenge anybody to say what remake of it was bigger than the original. I promise you can't give me more than 5.
Chris
Family
said
Feud?
except Family Feud. Yeah.
I got to give you that one.
Family Feud is an adult show and always has been, by the way. I don't care
Yeah.
who the host is.
Yeah. Y'all remember when your boy Richard was kissing everybody on Family Feud? He would go down the thing.
Yeah, they should have been got rid of him.
Mhm.
He was
You know, a
kissing
show, the show that I love that was old school was Whose Line Is It Anyway? But with Drew Carey. I don't know who these new people are. Does anybody watch that?
Yeah.
I used to watch it when it was Drew Carey. Yeah.
Drew Carey and your boy Wayne Brady and all them. Yeah, man. That was something else. Now I'm waiting for y'all. They can't give me more than 5. I'm waiting. Nope.
So
Come on, Sheree.
Kurt said when kids actually went outside and everyone got together on bikes to ride the neighborhood. When kids
That
actually
part.
went outside and played.
Play kickball.
That part.
Hopscotch.
Favorite
Jazz.
favorite outside game. Put it in the chat.
Jacks.
Come on. Listen, the onesies, the twosies, the tensies. Look. It was look. When you had to do the 60s, that was hard because now you got to go pip, and then still catch that ball. And then we had to have height requirements. You cannot throw it above your head because you had jokers would toss the joker up and then they would go around and pick up all. That's not fair. You cheat.
If I grabbed a ball and some jacks right now, my mom will go outside and get on her knees and play with me.
Stop
She
playing.
loves some jacks.
Oh man, I would go outside and play with you. Listen, I was the kid that you could get me to play about any game. Like it didn't matter to me, man. I was gonna try it. I loved them outside. Let's go to the chat. Oh dang, 4 square, dodgeball, double dutch. How many double dutch jumpers do we have in the chat? Put me. Did dudes jump double dutch? I never saw men try it. Was
Not
it?
back then.
I
love double dutch.
don't know if I've ever seen a guy try double.
I tried, Coach. I wasn't as I
You
wasn't
got
as light on my feet as I needed to be.
Oh, snap. Hey, Chris, here's I just had a thought. Yeah, that rope, if it catch you wrong in between your legs as a man, that might be a problem. Maybe that's the reason why men never, because we couldn't get good at it without getting hung up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. I'm sorry, that was just a random thought.
So
Just
Jennifer
probably was
did some
inappropriate.
research for me. So Yahoo is the parent organization for AOL, and they currently have 5,600 employees and is publicly traded. So
Oh snap! Oh, snap.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. See, he's always a researcher in the room.
Only
It's
5,600 employees? That's crazy.
5,600 employees? That is crazy. What are they doing?
That's like, what does Yahoo do?
Are they developing anything? Like, I tell you what, they're getting paid because they wouldn't be 5,600 employees working for somebody who wasn't paying them.
That's people that have been there from the beginning and don't want to leave the job.
Listen. No, Paul didn't come through with pencils. That was the hustle. Y'all remember when Jokers was hustling pencils? I remember a time, Chris, Jokers was stealing your pencils to sell them back to you.
What about the pencil fights?
Oh, don't even start me there.
Did you win
Yeah, I
those?
thought that's what y'all was talking about.
I
when
thought
you-
so too.
When you hold your pencil and then you thump it and be breaking pencils, your mama be like, "Why the hell you ain't got on my pencil?"
We was doing that. You look at Cherie.
They do that now, you guys. They still do that.
All right, Cherie. I'm gonna challenge you to a game of pencil fight.
All right,
Okay,
I
you
got
ready?
I got
All right, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
All right. They over
You didn't break it. You didn't break
Come
it.
on, come on, I'm gonna do it again.
No, one
Don't
more
crack
time.
nobody knuckle now.
1, 2, 3. Come on, Cherie. Man, you couldn't break it. One more time. One more.
It's the sound effects, coach.
One more time. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, snap. She broke that jump.
No,
We
it
got
was the
nothing else to
dents in the pencil. You would have to look at the dents and try to hit the same dent.
Right. That
Yes,
part.
You gotta hit
That's
the
a
same
real-
spot.
Yep.
So you're breaking it down.
That part.
What about paper football? Or you roll the paper up into a triangle? and
yep.
Go to a little triangle and pluck them.
Listen, y'all know we was cheating. I gotta admit, we figured out how to make a rubber pencil. What you would do is you would take your pencil and you would submerge it in vinegar, and you would leave it. Think of pickling. So the same process you would go through to pickle a cucumber. If you ever notice, pickles are somewhat rubbery, right? Put a pencil in that same solution, you come out with a rubber pencil. And the way you would disguise it, because if you wasn't careful, if you held it too tight, it would bend. So you would have to hold it on the, and Jokers, until they caught on, I was taking everybody's money. It was, see, that's the kind of stuff to get you beat up if you betting the wrong people.
What was the thing we used to do with the paper with the little, and you would do them in the little, Christine, look, what was that called?
Yeah.
Origami.
No, not the origami. The little
fortune
thing,
teller?
You would write the things in it. And
Fortune tellers.
Open and close it. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought
And
that
then he
was
would
origami.
you would unfold it, and then it would have like
Called fortune tellers.
kiss that boy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
whatever.
hear you, Rocky. Don't worry. I hear you.
Yeah, whatever they was called. Fortune
Yeah, they
teller.
glazing over the name. They
It
keep
was
saying
called
whatever.
fortune-
It's a fortune
Rocky said it's
teller.
called I don't know if that's what we called
Rocky
it.
said, listen,
But,
Cherie,
yeah.
I said fortune teller.
We didn't call
Back
it
up
that. Yeah.
What'd you call it,
Clearly.
Christine?
What she don't
Actually, we did call it origami. We didn't call it fortune telling.
see. There you go, Jen.
Maybe it's the
That's-
age difference, Chris, because
No,
we
it's
call
the
it
city
fortune teller.
difference. Don't start no crap over here, Rocky. I was gonna
No,
buy
it's
you
age
some.
too, because we
It's definitely
originated.
age. Yep. It came from us.
I want to go to lunch
You're welcome.
tomorrow. Where we going?
I'm gonna be in Virginia Beach and Mount Trashmore too.
You gonna be at Trashmore?
They're having an event, a fishing event where you can learn how to fish for free. They're giving you the bait, the tackle, everything.
At Mount
Mm.
Trashmore.
at the pier, the little pier joint there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
at the
Cherie, is
base
this
of
something I
that.
need to know?
Oh, snap.
No,
No,
I mean it's just a little man-made pond.
she thinking about what you gonna catch, Rocky. That's what she thinking about.
Oh Lord, let me know before I drive out there at 7 a.m. If it ain't nothing, I ain't going.
That's why
Oh,
it's free.
snap.
'Cause
7 a.m.
fish fishing.
They're gonna dump some goldfish in there for y'all to catch.
All the free things you can do in the 757.
Pamela, Renee.
What about MASH? Did y'all play MASH back in the day?
Explain the game, because I got a feeling we did and we didn't call it that.
MASH. When you put M at the top, a A, a S, and an H, it was mansion, apartment, shack, and house. And in the M, you would put like three names. You remember Chris what I'm talking about? Maybe she
I
does.
do. I do. I know
Oh,
what you're talking
snap.
about.
I was reading a
They
book.
telling
I
their
don't remember
age
that.
without telling their age.
Yeah.
And we go with the reading the book thing
This
again.
thing said reading the
She's
book.
calling all
Nah.
of us stupid.
Help me.
You're calling us all stupid. That's what it is, Christine.
No, I didn't watch cartoons. I did play hand games, but I read books. It's what I did. Yeah, sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not
Listen.
sure about MASH. I remember when you would write the letters of, you would make, what is it? You would take the boy, because I'm a girl, the boy that you were dating, their name, and break down the letters.
Yeah. Y'all remember matching t-shirts? It was
I
a
put in
thing.
there earlier the whole matching outfits going to the amusement park.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Match a velour suit.
Christina
Going to-
Shawn.
Going to
Christina
King's
Shaw.
Dominion. Yep. Whatever. Look,
Right.
white Reebok classics and a running suit. Oh, you couldn't sell us.
Listen.
The windbreaker suit. Y'all was going-
Absolutely, Rocky. That was us. Look.
Listen. I'm gonna go to this chat. Y'all are cutting up over there. Kurt talking about, Paul talking about paper football was played in detention. Let me find out. When you got cut, well, look, you had to find something to do because that
Oh,
was
Lord,
back in
I
the
got
day.
found out.
Y'all remember detention when the teacher didn't even come in there? Like you would go to the room and they would just leave you there. It wasn't nobody monitor. It was no detention monitor. We was just there. Kurt the Connector said when you could go to high school football games for the game and not have to worry about fights. I don't remember a fight ever breaking out at our high school football game. I just remember it being a party in the stands. Jokers was just, it was, and then the alumni would come back from college. It was a whole thing. Yeah. That was, you date yourself, sir. Absolutely. Somebody said, I'm not sure about MASH. Airbrush shirts. Chris, you owe. That tie-dye situation was a problem.
No, see, now you different. It ain't tie-dye. It's airbrush.
Oh, snap. Oh,
You
snap.
get the little,
Break it down.
basically like the characters, like those characters I was talking about on Black Planet. You get those like airbrushed onto your shirt, and then y'all would get matching shirts with your little name on it. You and your homies would
Talking about
I
the
remember.
caricatures they used to do at the amusement park.
Yeah.
And that store was in the mall.
Oh, snap.
Yep. Yep. I know.
Oh, snap. They had the store in the mall for sure.
They still do that. They airbrush hoods now.
Hoods.
That's
As
a good
in,
idea. The hood of the car.
oh, really?
Yeah, you. Okay, so we. I'm sorry, I was talking about my car. You guys. Underneath the hood, you lift the hood up.
You're not sorry.
I'm not. Underneath the hood, you airbrush your logo or whatever the picture, like Chris was talking about, underneath the hood. So when you raise the hood, you can see that airbrush as well as your engine design, because your engine can be designed as well. They still do it.
I like it. I didn't know that. Now, I do remember airbrushing on the back of jean jackets. And you had matching situation on the pants. Like, now I wasn't in high school then, but yeah, I remember that for sure. When Pizza
My
Hut was
skates are
rich,
airbrush.
Yeah, because Pizza Hut, you would go and actually, y'all would, as a family, you'd go to Pizza Hut and sit down and dine in. at
Kurt, you
Pizza Hut.
talking stuff today now, brother. I got a taste. There was something about that buttery, thick crust pizza at Pizza Hut. And you would sit down and they had a salad. Pizza Hut salad bar was a problem.
Yeah, that was the best pizza on the planet back in the day.
Period.
And
End
they
of the story.
changed the recipe. They messed it up.
Period. End of the story.
It's still
End of the
good.
story.
It's just greasy as I don't know what.
It's not the same like it used
It's
Yeah, I
to
think
butter,
they
it's
got
not
bought
greasy.
out or they got
It's
sold
butter.
or something.
Yeah.
Do you think Virginia Beach pizza is different than Williamsburg Pizza Hut?
I've never been to Virginia Beach Pizza Hut, and I've never been to Williamsburg Pizza Hut, so I don't know, right? But I'm willing to try. You want to meet us at Virginia Beach Pizza Hut tomorrow, Chris? Y'all want to try some Virginia Beach?
No, I want sushi.
Oh, snap. Well, Chris is going to be in Hampton, so.
Chris, you in Hampton? You closer to me.
Oh, snap.
All right.
Why you
I'm
at
in a,
Hampton?
hey, look. So I'm in a double situation. I'm staying in Virginia Beach, but I'm working at.
Oh my gosh, he is really getting.
Are you
himself
working
in
today?
trouble.
Because my school is right by Hampton.
Yeah, I'm over. Where am I at? What did I just say I was at, Coach? Hampton.
You said you're Hampton
Convention
Elevator.
Center.
This one right.
Yeah.
This one right here. This
Oh,
one
we
right
can go to Bar Louie across the street.
Oh, snap. Bar Louie. Hey, look, let me explain something to you. Just text me what time y'all gonna be there.
We can't tonight. We got the youngest in charge tonight.
Well, it's not night. We talking lunch, I think.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, Coach, I know you got something to
Oh,
do.
it's not lunch. It's the evening.
You
I don't
already-
work
Try to help
all
you out,
day,
Sheree.
You got
You
stuff
already-
to do today.
Yeah, I got the youngest in charge.
The whole
so-
day is already
Yeah, we got stuff
taken.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
youngest in
squeeze
charge
some
is.
time in tomorrow.
Yeah.
You see how he's ignoring me, Kirsten. He just gonna keep
Yeah,
talking.
I was getting ready to say, I was going to go back. We're having a
Flamingo
random
life.
Sadie day. We're
That
having
was
a
the
random
flamingo,
Sadie day.
yeah.
Yeah, a random Sadie day. She's pulling up tonight, so yeah. Yeah, y'all might have to. Y'all,
Bring Sadie, shoot.
bring Sadie. To what bar are we going to? I don't know if her parents.
I'm just kidding. Don't bring Sadie though.
You really trying to get me
Let's
cut off.
go.
But Bar Louie is a restaurant. The bar is there, but it is. a
Oh,
restaurant.
okay. Well, she said bar or something, so I was like, I don't know if that'd be a good look. I love it. I love it. I love it when
If you're
t-shirts.
talking about Chuck E. Cheese, they still have the scary dancing animals that are scary. They still have
Yeah. Yeah. Did anybody have children that suffered traumatic episodes because of Chuck E. Cheese?
My nephew did, but then he turned around and got a job at Chuck E. Cheese when he was 16. And because he's so tall, they made him
Chucky.
wear the Chucky thing. He
You
said
gotta be kidding me.
as long as he didn't look at himself in the mirror, he was okay.
Stockholm syndrome. That's Stockholm
Oh,
syndrome. He
this
got
is
that's
funny.
terrible.
Listen, y'all, this is funny. So you know how you can hire the characters to come for like birthday parties and stuff? I hired this guy, he get on my nerves now. Ken Ferguson in Cleveland. He had
He
this
like you.
character.
He like you, Jen.
No, I don't.
When you
I'm
said
about
he
to
get
tell
on my
you
nerves,
why.
I just
This is
okay.
why. This is why. So we hired Barney and Baby Bop. First
Ooh.
of all, why was Baby Bop taller than Barney? Number one, ghetto, just ghetto. I was so mad. Then all the kids were scared of Barney, including Brittany, because that's what I did it for my oldest. Then he used to throw in like other characters. So he threw in like this Power Ranger, right? The only person that liked the Power Ranger was my little nephew. Everybody else was scared. I was like, this don't make no sense. Just ghetto.
I am weak.
No,
She's-
you
Barney was the
She's-
man back in the day. Barney was the
listen now. I don't know if y'all seen it, but they got the characters twerking and doing all kind of stuff at parties. So you have to be
Listen.
careful who you hire.
I
That's
am
not
mad that
appropriate.
Baby Bop was taller than Barney. I'm mad
Go
about
watch.
that.
Yeah, go watch
that's,
some videos.
that's the point. Just ghetto. Why was Baby Bop? How did the costume even get bigger, larger than Barney? I was so mad. I think we got pictures. I'm gonna find that picture.
Oh my God.
Her name was Baby. It doesn't mean she was a baby.
Listen, but in the cartoon,
On
she was
the
never
show,
bigger than
she
Barney.
was never bigger than Barney.
It wasn't a
Ever.
cartoon, Coach.
Okay, so
It was a show. It was a
It was
kid
a
show,
show.
like
Yeah.
Sesame
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah, it was,
but it was a cartoon at one point, though. Yeah, they did make it into a cartoon. But I've seen it.
I like the yellow dinosaur. What was
I'll
his
send
name?
you the YouTube link. I was watching
yeah,
it
but
last
they
night.
have
I'll
it
send
now.
you the
Yeah.
there's a cartoon for Barney now.
There was not now. There was a cartoon back then. Yeah.
What was the
I've
yellow
seen
one
that.
with the
It was
sneakers
after
called,
that.
Jen?
Oh, okay.
The yellow one
I
with the
thought-
sneakers?
On Barney,
Yeah.
Baby
What?
Bop.
No, there's a yellow one with sneakers. You guys, he had
That's Baby
sneakers.
Bop.
No, I'm about to post a picture.
Wait,
Somebody know what I'm talking
Rocky-
about.
Wait, y'all. Rocky did the kid. You know how the kids be like, no.
No.
They adding that A. No.
No, you guys, there was two more Barney characters. BJ, okay, his name was BJ, I think, and then there was another one. I'm about to
Google
She
it.
Did she say?
No, I'm about to
DJ?
I'm about to
I think.
PTR. They had other characters, you guys. Here they go,
Listen.
right here.
Listen, y'all got to be careful because Kurt the Connector was the kid that got traumatized
Oh,
at
I
Chuck
see
E.
it,
Cheese.
Rocky.
So we got to be careful. We got to be. We don't want Kurt to have to go get with his therapist after the show today. All right. So I just need y'all to tread light.
It's okay, but y'all see how Barney was taller than everybody else. I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah,
I
Barney's
was
supposed to be bigger
You
than everybody
digress
else.
on that.
I'm so mad at that dude. Just good stuff. Just get on it.
Just get on this. For those of you guys who are just pulling up trying to figure out what the madness is about, Cherie got Barney in the thing. Barney was like, I see Barney. Hey. Barney was dancing, y'all. I love it. Let's go ahead and go to some Barney gifs. 7:51, 51 minutes after 7 o'clock. Quick Barney story. We went to Orlando one year when the kids were little. You can't go to Orlando without pulling up on Disney. You can't put up on Disney without going to see Barney, because they was advertising it everywhere. So we get up to the Barney display where Barney is supposed, it's this whole Barney land thing, whatever. Here's the problem. You can go to Popeyes and they not have chicken and you'll get angry. But if you go to the Barney thing at Disney and Barney is sick, that is a problem. My child was traumatized, I think, for years after that. Justin fell out in the floor. Remember that, Cherie? He was where is Barney on? He cannot be sick. Is he going to die? I mean, it was a thing. I'm glad Gardy is not in here because Gardy and Justin are friends in real life. So he might tell that I told you. The Barney story was a situation. We hanging out, catching a vibe, no agenda, only vibes today, y'all. Next week, we're going to pull up. We're going to be talking about sales, marketing, promotions, and PR, and how they are very different. And if you don't understand the differences, you'll never leverage them properly for your business. Some of us are great at marketing. We suck at sales. Some of us great at sales, but we don't promote nothing well. And some of us need PR because we stay in trouble. They all matter. We're going to talk about them next week. As we get ready to wind down the room today, I'm going to get us out of here a little bit early. Y'all check out my Instagram. Cherie is over here doing the freaking most. She's the only person that I know that, quite frankly, finds herself dancing when we're taking out trash. She gets excited. So when this is Purge Week is, and we have it written down, of course. Purge Week goes all the way up through June 9th. We're moving in 27 days and a wake up, leaving the country. And I'm telling you right now, this woman has got me running ragged, y'all. So check out my Instagram. Take a look at it. Follow me there. We telling all the stories, and I got her on blast. I promise you.
Hey, Glenn, real quick.
Yeah, baby. Come on.
Can everybody PCR? What was your favorite cartoon character growing up? I did mine.
Oh, snap.
So if y'all PCR, you'll see mine.
See, Cherie, you know what? Only you would do this after you did yours. So Cherie ain't gonna do nothing on the fly, right? She gonna plan for it, right? That's my cartoon character right there. Since you planned for yours, and then you wanna. All right, Tweety Bird. I see you, Tweety Bird. I see you. Who are you, Rocky? Is that the chip? Is that? Oh my God!
Rangers.
Listen. Y'all, this woman over here is a mess. PTR, your favorite cartoon character growing up, and we need it not to be Chucky. We're trying to keep Kurt off the therapy. Hey, no, they didn't put Mighty Mouse up there. Look, Mighty Mouse was that dude. I see you, Cherie. Come on, they. I see you, baby. Uh-oh, come on, Ninja Turtles. I see you. Who else we got down in here? Ain't nobody else playing with us. Come on.
My nephew was obsessed with
Smurfette,
Ninja Turtles.
That's the only one I watched. I didn't watch.
Obsessed. Christine read books.
Oh yeah, Christine didn't. Yeah. So what was the obsession like? Did they have to wear their costume to school, bro?
I don't know. There was Ninja Turtles everywhere. Ninja Turtle video game, Ninja Turtle action figures, Ninja Turtle. I just remember always stepping on Ninja Turtles. And my nephew, you guys, was 3 years younger than me, so we really was like raised like brother and sister. I just got sick of Ninja Turtles. And guess what, Chris? There's a new Ninja Turtle movie coming out. Did you know that? It's a cartoon animation type of one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my son had been like, "Oh, look at that!" That one of the commercials.
Listen, Nora over on YouTube talking about Underdog. Underdog. If you don't know what Underdog is, I just did a GIF to help you out, Nora. Over on Clubhouse, I got Underdog representing. How many of y'all remember Underdog? Put me in the chat. I know I'm dating myself.
I got Tasmanian Devil.
I'm curious.
Smurfs.
I love it.
I'm
Tasmanian
curious,
Devil was a situation.
Christine. Since you read books as a child, what was your favorite childhood book? Did you read like Judy Blume's Babysitter's Club?
I
What was-
did, but I read oh my gosh, the series.
She
that
probably read up
escapes me.
grown-up books.
I
She
did.
probably read-
I did.
Yeah,
but
that was Miss Mother.
it
How to
was,
raise
it
kids.
was, yeah.
How to raise kids without destroying
But I
their
forgot the
personalities.
series. Oh God, was it Drew?
Nancy Drew and the Hardy
Nancy,
Boys.
Nancy
Nancy
Drew
Drew
Hardy
and the Hardy
Boys.
Boys.
Yeah,
That
come
was
on
one of my
now.
favorites
Oh.
too.
Coach for the
Yeah.
win. Coach for the win. Coach for the win.
Yeah.
Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. Y'all remember when they made that into an actual television series? Yeah. That was when we were introduced to movies and television series that came from books. And those of us in the ghetto who didn't read books, and I say those of us, because I know I wasn't the only one that hated reading. But I'm telling you right now, Joe, I'm like, nah, let me just see the TV show. It was so bad by the time I got to high school, we would have book assignments. You know I'm going to find if there's a movie on that.
Where the Red Fern Grows, Coach. I think everyone had to read that book. Where the Red
Yep.
Fern Grows.
That and To Kill a Mockingbird. I couldn't stand it.
Oh my
Remember
God,
that?
Sean watched the movie last night. I was like, dude, what are you
To Kill a
doing?
Mark.
To
I've
Ki-
never read
To
that
Kill
book.
To
He
Kill a
was watching
Mockingbird?
the movie, and Lena had to read the book for high school. I read the book a long time ago, and we were all excited. He was like, "This movie is so long, he couldn't even finish."
Listen.
I've never read or
Listen.
seen the book. Maybe I just watched. How long is
Oh
the
my
movie?
gosh. It's a classic. Probably a two
It's a
and a
classic,
half,
Rocky.
3
You
hour.
gotta read it.
And it's
Yeah, the
black
book
and
is long
white.
too.
It's black
Yeah.
and white, Rocky. So
The
you gotta be
movie's
ready.
black
For
and
that.
white.
Oh no.
The book.
Just read the book. Read the book.
It's
Gregory-
painful.
Gregory
on a lot
I
of
can't, you know what? Maybe this is the point. Maybe Christine can help me. I can't read, y'all. I can't get past 2 pages without falling asleep.
Oh my gosh, reading is such an amazing thing.
You're probably reading the wrong thing.
It's your imagination. So okay, true story. On my way to Japan, I read the book It by Stephen King. This is long before the movie came out. And your imagination takes you to an amazing place. And so when the movie actually came out,
Be careful, because that movie traumatized me. Be careful. But go ahead.
but when the movie came out, it was such a disappointment because my imagination took me so much further than the movie's imagination or the director's imagination. So yeah, go have fun. Read a book.
I believe that because
Turn
my
your phones
kids, I know, right? That's the problem. Nichelle, she would read growing up, and I'd be looking over and she'd be crying. I'm like, why are you crying? Like, what happened? I'm ready to go to war. She's like, oh my God, I'm reading this book, and this guy did this to this girl, and they ran off, and the bunny rabbit. I'm like, what? So her emotions, I believe that, Christine. To Cherie's point, I think you're right. I need to read some fiction books because I don't read fiction books anymore.
Yeah, fiction books will help with your imagination. That'll take you places.
Yeah,
If you read just all like self-help books, stuff like that, yeah, those will put you to sleep. But you need something that's going to spur your imagination.
Yeah, I tell you right now, them fiction books. That's how I used to remember. Is it real or not? Fiction is for fake, right? So anyway, yeah, the fiction joints had you going. But the crazy thing for me is that for me, reading was too laborious. Like I wanted to get to the next thing already. Right?
Yes.
So it was just, can they speed this up?
It must be a flamingo thing.
Yeah, man.
You know what
you would think.
Yeah, Sean doesn't like to read either. So
you know what,
Yeah.
Coach? The books that had the I forgot what they're called. The ones that like let you decide if you chose this. Go to page 24.
Oh, the Choose Your Own
yeah.
Adventures. Yeah.
Yes.
Here come Chris. That was
I
Chris's
love those
joke.
books.
that was probably made by a flamingo. Pretty sure those books were made by
That makes so
flamingo.
much sense, Christine. That makes so much
It
sense.
do. I would read
Anyway,
that.
yeah.
It's on it.
And I would read it all. I would select all the options several times over. I'll probably be in that book for like months.
Cherie, did y'all see what Daryl, Mr. Fun, said he thought To Kill a Mockingbird was always Tequila Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I am weak.
Kurt.
I'm weak.
Oh, that was
I am
Mr.
no-
Fun. Oh, yeah.
That was Mr. Fun. Right. We
Don't
know
sound
it.
alike.
Speaking of Kurt, he talking about when the substitute teacher brought out the VCR and that big body TV. You already knew it was going to be a good day. What? That's what happened when substitute pulled up for Rocky's class, because they were like, I'm not messing with them people. These kids right here, God bless their teacher.
Man, I've been playing movies for them. Them jokers don't even shut up long enough to watch the daggone movie.
Ain't that
Sorry.
the truth? Y'all, does it get on your nerves? Sorry. Does it get on your nerves when you got the person in the room that can't be quiet long enough to watch the movie, and then before you know it, you're having to pause the movie and rewind it because they won't shut up?
My sister.
Oh my God.
My sister
Doesn't it get on my nerves?
I'm leaving
Doesn't
the room.
Doesn't it get on my nerves?
It does.
It gets on my nerves. Does
Oh,
it get on
Cherie,
your
is that
nerves?
Coach Glenn?
All day, every day.
Apparently it is him.
I'm telling myself. I don't know why,
And,
y'all.
and
My
then
mind
will
been
ask me,
racing.
what did they just say? I don't know. You were talking through the whole thing.
Or I will ask her, what is this? Now, neither one of us has seen the movie. So let me ask you a question, Cherie. What's this about? Bruh,
My
I've never
sister Kim does
I've never
that.
sing the movie.
My
Like-
sister Kim does that. She's my older sister, and she asks me questions along the way as if I've watched it, and it's both our first times watching it. Does Coach Glenn do that, Cherie?
Rocky said that like, that's so irritating. I don't understand why she would ask me that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's me, Rocky. You don't want to go to movies with me. It's if you do, the theater has to be big enough where there's seats that are not together. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Daryl, Mr. Fun, what are you putting in the chat? He didn't put a YouTube, and y'all go find out what he talking about. What in the world? Because with this one right here, he has got to be one of the most creative educators I know. This dude right here, let me tell you something right now. Look.
Rocky got to go over there. He's trying to help Rocky.
He trying to help Rocky. This is for you,
So,
Rocky.
It's
Thug
to Kill a Mockingbird, Thug Notes. Lord of the Flies, Thug Notes. Fahrenheit 451, Thug Notes.
Oh my God, I love it.
Right,
The
instead
great-
of Cliff Notes, you get the third.
The Great Gatsby.
I am
Oh
no
my
good.
God.
I'm no good.
Hilarious. I'm gonna give this to Sean.
I told you, Sean gonna be, look, behold, the bullshit. Sean is gonna love this. I am in tears
Oh,
over
he
here.
helped me. Listen.
Oh, boy. Did he help you?
He saved your life.
I wish I had these back in the day.
But it's still not reading though.
But it gets to the point, which is me and Coach's problem.
But y'all missing the point. Oh my
We didn't miss the point at all.
They only like
promise.
5 minutes. They're not telling you the whole story. Believe me.
Listen, we don't want to know the host. I can fill in the blanks.
Like, I like when movies start with action. If it's a boring storyline up to the action, you already lost me.
See,
I like it when it jumps in right away with
punch
the
in
action.
the face in the first
and
30
then-
seconds.
Yeah, and then you got to figure out what happened.
Cherie, can you imagine trying to watch one of those things and then going back to school to write a paper on it? or
Oh,
pass a
snap.
test? Oh, y'all failing.
snap.
Y'all.
And then,
Look, the first couple lines, the teacher gonna look at me like, what?
let me tell you, I had
all the ebonics up in that.
Christine, my worst experience, and I still remember to this day, first grade, right? I had to summarize. I hate when they were like, tell me the main idea in this story. I hated that because I never knew the main idea. And I had a teacher, Miss Robinson. She was old as I don't know what. I know she's sleeping in peace right now. But Miss Robinson, I had the book and I would go up. She's like, what's the main idea of the book? So I would bring her the book. I'm like, the main idea is the little girl and the potato. Nope, that's not the main idea. Go back and read it again. And she did this over and over. And I got in trouble because I threw my book out of frustration. Like,
Did
don't
you
ask me
read
what
the
main-
book, Rocky?
I probably did it. I don't remember. I probably skimmed because
you couldn't have. If you read the book, you would know the main idea of the
But
book.
it's called critical thinking. She was trying to get you to think critically, and you just wanted to jump out at you. That's
How about
not how it
I
works.
still don't know what the main
How about,
idea is.
how about I don't want to think critically right now? I just want you to tell me the point. Like, ain't nobody
Christine,
interested in all.
yes. I'm sorry, Coach, for interrupting you, but I have to know the
it's-
definition of main
that part.
idea.
That part. Like, because my main idea and your main idea obviously are two different main ideas.
You can't
And
have
you
your
gonna give
own
me an
main idea of a book. It's what the book is about. It's, you
Hey,
think
man.
of
It's
your
No,
own.
it's not. It's perspective.
The thing. No, it's not.
No, it's
the
definitely
main
not.
idea is the theme of
It's
the
definitely-
book.
It's definitely not perspective.
It's part of. It's the storyline of the book. You can't have. It's not about perspective. It is.
All
what
right,
it
so let's
is.
test this theory. Let's test this theory really quickly. We're going to pick a book that's highly popular culturally. Most of us had to read this in high school. And because we went to the Thug Notes on it, To Kill a Mockingbird. All right. To Kill a Mockingbird. The title does not denote the theme because you wouldn't figure it out from there. Y'all all do me a favor. Put the theme of To Kill a Mockingbird. What's the main point of this book?
I didn't read
Put it
that
in the
book,
chat.
so I don't know.
No, I want to prove a point, Rock. So I want to say,
I read
and
it
then we'll
too
pick,
long ago. I don't remember.
okay. See, all right. Let's pick a relevant book. Pick a book, Rocky. Something you read. Okay. Thank you, Nora. Period. End of the story.
First of all, I
Right.
can't tell you a book I read because I ain't wrote a book.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
I haven't read a
Good Lord.
fantasy book in so long. I'm telling you, like,
Listen,
it's self-help.
listen. Nona said racism.
Nona said racism. Yeah.
So the bottom line is that's the point of the book. That's the thing. So what you're saying, Cherie, is you're not allowed to make up the point. Like, it was about that, period. So I get it.
But the main
When-
idea wasn't one word. It had to be a sentence. A summarized sentence
Right,
is the
because
main
it
idea.
was part
that's
of
what
the
the teacher said?
storyline. Right.
Yeah,
It
I
would
got
be
you.
the story. What racism about who the main characters were in the book. What was it? It's like a whole
So
there's
again,
a structure to it.
if you read
Yeah,
the
but
book,
you have to read the book
you would have
to
gotten
know that.
the main idea.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Let me tell y'all something. This what's crazy to me. Kurt is just going in today, y'all. He typing so daggone fast, I can't keep up.
Right.
It's
You
the-
know
it's the-
what?
Cherie, I mean
Kurt.
Jen.
Kurt always.
Kurt is
So I remember when
He-
I first.
he's bullying the
met Kurt,
chats, I think.
but he does that on
Does it? That's
on Instagram too. Like if you're live, I remember when I first met Kurt. I'm like, dang, how did he type so fast? He got to be using some type of bot. This is not normal.
He did it in Breakfast with Champions too, Coach. He was all up in that chat.
Look, Kurt
Kurt
just
does
coming with
it.
the whole. I guess Kurt said if I throw enough stuff out there, they going when they breathe, when they stop to breathe, they gonna find something. When diabetes was called sugar, I'm not messing with him. What did that? I'm not
We could do
messing.
the whole
Okay,
show
so-
on all the stuff Kurt put in there. Right. He just summed up my whole childhood.
That part. Talking about they caught the sugar. You know I got the sugar now. You know I done caught the sugar.
So I wanted
Oh my
to thank Nona because Nona gave us more in depth on the theme of To Kill a Mockingbird. It's a trial surrounding a father who killed the rapist and murderer of his daughter. That gives you a little bit more, Rocky, on what it's about.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're good. I
Right,
went
you
into
gotta
ChatGPT and they gave me the main idea.
Wait, Rocky, that's the Rocky. Do
Rocky
you
is
have
best.
to use those chat GPT, those AI detectors for school for the kids if they turn in papers?
We don't use ChatGPT in the school yet. They just introduced them, but I will tell you, I'm on my master's degree and I've completed all of college and I still have about 4 weeks left.
No, what I'm saying is it's a thing now where they're going to be using those AI detectors to detect.
Like they do plagiarism detectors.
So this is the thing about plagiarism and everyone, and I love this topic. As long as you have a reference, it's not plagiarism if it's cited and used properly. So you can use ChatGPT if you have the reference. Another thing is that there is a Chat GPT attachment in AI PRM that it's sorted through an AI detector itself before you submit it, so you can see if it's AI non-detectable. And a majority of that stuff that you use in Chat GPT, it's already still not AI. It's not. It passes the human factor, so it still can't detect that it's from a AI. So, and there's like 3 of them. I've tried them through. So yeah, for schools, no, we don't have it yet. They just introduced it. And then with our schools in particular, well, their schools, because I'm about to leave, they have where we can go into their laptops and see what they're doing. So I can turn up, it's called Go Guardian. I can turn on Go Guardian and watch what they're watching on their laptops, and I can restrict pages if I wanted to. So I could say,
So wait a minute, Rob. You mean if you're sitting in your teacher's desk, chair, in front of the class, behind the class, side of the class, wherever, and all the kids are on their laptops, you can actually use an app to kind of look at what they're physically looking at in real time?
Yeah, it's called Go Guardian. So sometimes when I'm home and the substitute is there, I'll log in and I can see everything that they're on, and I can even chat with them or video call them and say, hey, get focused on your work. Or, hey, I can call them and say, leave a little voice note that says, hey, you're not doing the task that the sub gave you. And also I can, in the morning, I log in, I click a button and I say, how are you feeling today? And if they put mostly sleepy, I'll tell them take a nap for about 5 minutes before we get into the assignment. So yeah, it does everything for us.
No, that makes sense. Kurt put in the chat. Yeah, all help.
The schools are providing them the computers, so they get to have their little spyware in it.
Yeah, and I get that. And then when Kurt gave me a different perspective, because, like in a help desk situation, you log in for them to help you. The truth is they need to see what you see so that they can help you do that. So that technology's been here. It just seemed really weird. I mean, I love it, the fact that you can keep them on task like that and quite frankly, keep them out of trouble. So yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah, Coach, I had that stuff on my kids' computer
and their phone.
Wow.
Yes,
I'll just say Big Brother is always watching. Help desk.
Big Brother.
What?
Big Brother.
I read that book, Jen. I read that book.
Oh, snap.
I read that
Thug
book,
Note,
Christine.
was it the Thug Note version?
Did Christine say that? Yeah, I read that book, Christine. Big Brother. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I don't know if it's 1984. Is that what
1984. Christine,
wow.
Acknowledge me that I read that book.
I am so glad you read that book, Rashida Griffin.
Listen. She was calling out her mompreneur coach. I need you to recognize, coach. I did the work. That is
I know the main idea.
I love it. Never mind. She didn't know the name of it though. Never mind that. The Big Brother book. Rocky, I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. 1984 was a thing. What you talking about? That George Orwell, I think, was it? Was that really? I'm telling you, man. Mr. Fun said in college, 2004.
No,
we're not going to say that. Don't say it.
Can't say that. He shouldn't have put it on there.
Okay.
Mr. Fun, be quiet.
Okay.
There's certain skills we have we don't need to let the world know.
We need that degree to stay intact.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we don't want to incriminate that because people are listening.
Oh, yeah. I know how to do that too.
Oh, snap.
Me too.
I know how to hack Wi-Fi routers.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Rocky, we were trying to keep
Rocky, you're saying too much.
Okay.
Listen.
She did not read all of Big Brother.
Right, because you're verbalizing.
She didn't understand the main thing.
Me too what? Nobody knows.
Oh my gosh. 87 words a minute over here. Kurt, the connector, is quick on them fingers. You hear me? He quick with them fingers.
Back in time.
Do you ever remember typing test?
I don't, because I didn't take time.
Yes. Heck
How
yeah.
fast were you able to type?
69 words per minute.
Do you know
snap.
my
Why
mother
do you
could
remember
type
that number?
My mother could type 95 words a minute. But that's back in the
I
day
got
when they had
70.
secretaries and all of that. Yeah, but I got up to 70-ish, something like that.
They don't have secretaries no more?
No,
Coach.
I don't think they have that
they don't
position.
care whether you
They're not
type
called
or not.
secretaries. They're
Yeah,
office
they're called
administrators,
administrative assistants.
Yeah,
You mean they don't have
secretaries.
You mean they don't have stewardesses anymore?
First of all,
Flight
didn't I hurt your
attendant.
fingers on them hard typewriters?
Wait, what?
Say that
With our
again?
fingers? What? What did you say, Rocky?
No,
On them
did
hard
y'all-
typewriters, y'all had to type on back in the day. Didn't it hurt your fingers to push down
No,
hard
it
on it?
didn't.
No,
No.
you weren't hitting
Why-
it that hard.
Why did she say
Typing
no?
it.
Rocky,
Why
Rocky, we
did
didn't
she
have
say-
9-inch nails, so
Right.
I'm talking about the hard. Look, I typed 70 plus with my 9-inch nails, and they're off right now, by the way.
70.
But no, y'all know what I'm talking about. The typewriters where you had to be like tick, tick, tick.
we had
Like with a
those because we had
Oh,
a
the
whole
push-
typing class.
Yeah, but it wasn't. That's not that hard to push the. If you know what you're doing, it's not. a
Well,
lot
I
of
will
pressure
say,
you're doing.
I will say, Charlie Brown. I think it might have been Linus. He had a technique that he proved on the piano, and it was the hunchback thing.
Oh
And so
yeah.
it made it the way the angle was. Wasn't really using your fingers. It was the force of your hand.
No, you
hitting
didn't
that-
type that way. You didn't type that way, Glenn. No. That's
I'm with it. I need.
That's
a
why they made the
typewriter too.
That's why they made the aerodynamic chairs.
ergonomic, not
Yeah,
aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Ergonomic.
You know what I was talking about. That
He was taking flight.
below VA, AVA, DVA. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Jen, did you get a new gaming chair?
No, I did not. I'm waiting on this attorney. I got to go to the doctor. We suing them because that's ridiculous. And some other stuff came up with me medically from that fall. So it's just
That's the whole thing, Rocky.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a whole
Rocky,
thing.
we're not talking about that.
Wow.
They told me to keep that chair because they are going to analyze it to see if the material was defective. That's how serious they are.
Oh, snap.
Because of the way it broke, the base of the chair broke in half. There is no
Yes,
reason
yeah.
why that should have happened. It wasn't the going up and down, Rocky. It was the base. That is scary. I could have hit my head on the desk. It could have been all bad.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm glad you didn't hit your head because
Yeah.
that would have been a whole problem.
And I
Yeah.
apologize for giggling, Jen. I was just laughing at. Remember the time we was talking
Girl,
about
I was laughing. It's funny.
Oh, look, here's what's crazy to
I
me,
feel so bad now.
Rocky, look, we were on a pre-call the other day. Jen came on, and it was the day after she wasn't there. I said, "Hey, Jen, good morning." This is before we even went live. How you feeling? You doing good? So she told us that story, and she said, "Now I'm gonna be honest with you. We got to separate the two. I did fall. That part was freaking hilarious." I'm like, this is crazy. She said, "But somebody got to pay for that." I'm like, how do you have to say?
Right.
How do you have that conversation in the same sentence? The fall was funny, but what was not funny is the aftermath, and so somebody got to pay for that.
Yeah,
Right.
because we
Yeah.
were just talking about because my
Yeah.
gaming chair, but I know mine is because of the builds because I built it myself. So if it fall apart, I know that's why. But I get what you're saying because I saw the picture and it snapped at the plastic. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy.
and the base. Mm-hmm.
Well, let me
Yeah.
say this. I just need you to make sure that when you're riding in traffic, right? When you're riding in traffic, Jen has license plates that you need to pay attention to. I'm taking y'all back to the Fat Boys movie when they ran into the back of the Rolls Royce, and the license plate said what? Put it in the chat.
Chapter 2.
Put it in the chat. If you see this license plate when you're running around town, you might want to be careful. Jen will be driving that car.
Help me.
Oh, Lord Jesus, y'all, this has been a great day, a great Friday for sure.
Wait, what does it say? Nobody put anything in the chat.
Oh, they did. Look at what Sheree.
Oh, it says I do. I'm weak.
That is, I'm telling you right now, on the back of a Rolls Royce. You know how he got that joint. Let's go. Grand Rising. Great morning, everybody. This is it for a Friday, a fun Friday, a fantastic Friday, a flashback Friday, and a corporate Friday. Every Friday we pull up to catch any other thing but vibes. It's no agenda. We ain't trying to force nothing, fit nothing. It's whatever the subject is. And you know what I always welcome? I always welcome the randomness of one Kurt the Connector. Help me. That dude keeps me on my I love this dude. Can't wait till we meet in real life. No, Mrs. Williams taught us how to type on a typewriter before we could use the computer. Mr. 87 words. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Running around the room real quick, what y'all got going on this weekend on the app or in real life? Talk to us. Let's put it in the chat if you are in the room today. What you got going on this weekend, personal, professional, on the application. You want to shout out something that you're dropping for business. Maybe it's a launch. Maybe it's a product. Let's get a couple of people up on stage. We're going to keep it random and we're going to keep it quick. So let's open up the raise hand features. All I want to know in 30 seconds or less is what you got happening on or off the app. We're going to run around the room. If you guys will let me navigate this and quarterback this, I'll just run around the room and I'll have you guys teed up and we'll move right on through. So if you can, you want to shout out, maybe it's a business thing that you're doing, maybe it's a room that you're running on Clubhouse and you want to get an opportunity to pull up and tell somebody about it. We used to do this all the time. It's a flashback Friday. We're going to go back. Maybe put it in the chat and we'll go to the chat as well. 8:20, 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. Super excited to have everybody in the room. Janelle says that she's teaching my confidence in my skin workshop tomorrow. I love it. I love it. I love it, Janelle. I love it. Working on a quilt and some paperwork.
That's a quilt.
That would be a quilt, coach. Y'all, my glasses are failing. Anybody else want to read the chats until we get somebody up on stage? Let's go. Let's go. Y'all ain't put nothing in these chats. I guess y'all ain't got nothing happening. I ain't mad at you.
Right, just chilling this weekend.
Well, let's go with y'all on the stage. Christine, what you got other than, marching down toward, she was like, Coach, what else you want?
That's all I got. I'm going to be in the studio. Yeah.
Come on.
Let me go ahead and just say this. We have a dance production. We have over 100 students in our dance production from the age of 2 years old all the way through adult. I think our oldest is about 50-ish. And I'm excited. June 24, 2023 at the Arc Theater in Washington, D.C. If you're not in the area and can't get your tickets, you can definitely get a virtual ticket. Definitely get a virtual ticket. Click the links in my bio on IG and make it happen.
Here's what I love. I love that Christine was like, nobody's going. Ray turned this into a whole commercial. I love it. No, Christine is doing some amazing things. KBC and TV will be broadcasting her production live this year. So wherever you are in the country, you guys can see it. Let me say this so that y'all are super clear. And I got to say this about Christine. Y'all don't know this woman. You hear her chime in on this show. You hear what she adds to this show. But it's such a microcosm of who she is. If you really want to tap into the heart of what she does, you want to pull up for this virtual event. There's no excuse. The ticket price is nominal. It will absolutely inspire you. And then do me a favor, if you can. If you got small children, particularly girls, I need y'all to let them see what it looks like to see black and brown little girls like them kill it on stage. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a sight to see. Well produced, well put together. They are winning awards. And I mean, it's a whole thing. So I just need y'all to know that, we have some amazing people on this stage, and what they do, quote, in real life is just, it's amazing. And I love the genius by which they show up. So y'all take a look at it. She just put the link in the chat. So click the link, grab some tickets, and pull up, because I promise you, again, get your children around, boys too, but particularly girls. Because I don't think we see this enough. We're looking at some of the reaction of the Little Mermaid being a little brown girl. And I just think it's a freaking amazing when these kids get a chance to see themselves. It's such an anomaly, and it shouldn't be, but it is. And we just got to normalize it. So please do me a favor. For that reason, if none else, you bought one ticket, the whole family sit down and watch you guys. Come on. I mean, it can't get no better than that, right? Listen, I love you, Christine. Love what you're doing. She always going to have my heart. The way she adds value to these children, I promise you, it's a situation. Love it. Cherie, come on through. What you got happening this weekend on or off the app?
nothing on the app. I will be continuing to pack and get ready for our upcoming adventure to Panama.
That part. Hey, we was laying in the bed early this morning saying, let's go to Panama real quick. We were brainstorming on what our studio is going to look like. Did I say studio? Brainstorming the idea of when we come back live for the morning show, Sheree and I will be in the same room. Did I say same room? Yeah, with the whole setup. Did I say setup? Let's go. It's going to be a situation. Jen, talk to me what you got going on or off the app this weekend, mama. Jen over there.
No, I'm driving. Sorry. So I will be working on, I bit the bullet and I'm giving the people what they asked for. So I am starting a system situation community so I can help solopreneurs and startup businesses get their systems together in their business without it costing them a lot of money. So I am working on that. It'll be soon. So that's what I will be working
Congratulations.
on this weekend.
Jen.
But yes.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. What you got going on, Coach?
Well, whatever Sheree's got going on, to be honest with you, I'm just trying my best to be obedient. It's killing me.
Absolutely not. I thought that there was something else going on with you guys.
Something else going on with us guys. This weekend? Not sure. I know that the youngest in charge is coming through tonight, but yeah, was there something you saw, Jen? Now you got me curious. I'm not sure.
It's the oldest grandbaby's birthday.
Oh snap! I should be.
Help me!
I should be taken out to the square and flogged. Is it June? Oh my God!
Birthday's Monday. So
listen, I'm looking up at the. Do you know I still think it's May? Y'all, this is terrible. I'm sorry. Zia, I'm sorry. Pop. Look, we talking about the youngest in charge. How about the oldest in charge, Pop? You about to
right, our superstar.
Hello. Nah, she will be a whole 13 years old, y'all. Do y'all remember when your kids or your grandkids became teenagers? Did that mess you all the way up or what? I was like, it's too much. It's too much. I don't know if I can handle it. Rocky, what you got going on? I know what Rocky got going on. She's going to be at the pier learning how to fish for free tomorrow, or 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, bro. Girl,
I got to get up at 7 and get down there. So yeah, I think it starts at 9 o'clock. And then I have a consultation on Saturday. And I usually do breakfast with champions in the morning, but I'm not going to do that. I'm passing my segment over so I can enjoy my time. And then business-wise, I still have my Soul Sister Social Academy for those wanting to learn social media, or those wanting to be social media managers, or those social media managers that struggle to get clients and establish themselves as a brand. So I have that. And I'm preparing for this last week of non-teaching, to transition back into full-time entrepreneurship, which I'm ready for.
I love it. Coach, it, Rocky.
They try to throw money in my face. Did I tell you? I got to keep saying it because I kind of want to go back, but I don't. They keep throwing money in my face, Coach.
They not up the ante?
Yes.
Here's what comes with that. The responsibility of standing in front of them kids and having to fight through their short attention span to pour value into them, that quite frankly, the school system's responsibility to create the kind of structure and culture they fail in our kids. And for people like you who are on a mission, I don't know if you really built for that. You got to be a different kind of person today to teach. And it's okay if you're not built to teach in a public setting like that. Because here's the other part I know about you, Rock. You're going to take that experience that you've learned, all of the antics that went down, and you're going to roll out a platform that will allow parents to bring their kids to an environment where they're going to be excited to learn. It will also attract teachers who are excited to teach. And when those two come together, I promise you, Rocky, you can change the world.
Y'all are the best.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
All the money in the world ain't going to replace that.
And
Come on.
my 2 cents is, I would like for you to be safe. You take your talents and you start your own STEM program like you initiated in the beginning. Thank you very much.
That part.
And you know, I'm going to add something, Rocky, and I said this to you before. Remember, it's a step, not a final destination. People will make you think that what they have to offer is a final destination for you, and it is not.
Well, y'all done told me.
The wisdom.
So that means,
love
Rocky,
and wisdom.
if you go back next year, then it's going to be
we ain't messing with you. We ain't messing with you.
I'm going to mess with her one more time because it's going to be a
Oh, no, we fighting.
But it ain't
We
gonna be
fight.
like that. It's going to be a different kind of mess.
We fight.
It's just gonna be
We fight.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
That part.
We fighting, right?
That part.
You go
Me and
back,
you
we
after
fight.
school, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Look, I'm going to do it at lunchtime. Right at lunchtime. I ain't gonna. I'm not going to wait.
Tell her 3 o'clock to show up at noon. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. We love you guys. All of you all who are riding with us this morning, thank you so much. I just want to go back to the chat really, really, really quickly. Sean said a few minutes ago that she's perfecting her soldering so that she can make and sell LED lights. Ain't that something?
I love soldering. Who said that?
I love that. Sean said that. Let me find out Go Savvy Designs with your green ring around your profile pic. Y'all better go follow this sister. Give her some encouragement. Let me ask you a question, Sean. I'm trying to get a logo design, an LED light for my new studio. Instead of us having banners and things like that that kind of brands us, I really want a really clean look. And I'm looking for, there's some lights that I've seen and I could have it customized. But do you do that stuff? Do you do that stuff? Do you customize, like, and I could send you a picture of what I'm talking about, but if you do, let me know. Let me know. We may keep this right in the family. Exactly. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Sean, I'm not playing with you. Are you following me on Instagram? I'm not playing with you. Don't mess with me. Okay. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me. And then so DM me real quick and say, hey, coach, here's my work. And I need you to, I want to take a look at your work or what you've been doing or what you're thinking about doing. I want to see if we're fit. I want to see if we're fit because I'm going to get some stuff for you. Yeah, let's go. Somebody got to get this one.
Christine, stop grinning.
Why are you grinning, Christine?
It's Christine in my head.
Listen, and listen. I'll take a look. And if it's a match, we'll do something. If it's not, we won't. But I just want to at least give you a shot, give you a look at it. I'm keeping it all the way above. Did I slow down that chat enough? Yes, you did, Kurt. You did good, sir.
Help me.
Now I'm not having, visions of sugar plums dancing in my head. Listen, I love it, guys. We're gonna get out of here and meet me outside. No, I'm telling you right now, I love it. Guys, we'll be back next week, Monday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Until then, here's what I know to be true. You cannot get to any place of significance by yourself. I need to know why that is, guys. In 3, 2, 1, it's because we all need some help. Hand clap. Y'all be good, KBC, and it was a great run. Appreciate you guys this week. James, get some rest. Have a great weekend, guys. I don't know if I did a roll call, but Uncle Ernie, thank you for showing up. James, thanks for being here. We couldn't do it without you. Dom, Dr. Pam, good to see all of you guys in the room. I appreciate the love and the hand claps. Ms. Brown, good to have you in the building. Jill Hines, good to see you. Sharon and Sean and Mama Schultz is here. Elaine, thanks for pulling up. Terry, Nona, Lillian, Stephanie, Tammy, my sister from another mister. Sharon, the faith coach, is in the building. Herlin, thank you, sir. Appreciate you for pulling up. Janelle, thank you so much for all of what you do. Robert and Carolyn and Janelle, y'all all be good. Have a great weekend. This room will be closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.